Welcome everybody to the day one of the finalist judging of Hack-a-TONx DoraHacks. Hack-a-TONx DoraHacks was the first global hackathon spanning multiple weeks for the Ton blockchain. It all started back in January 30th, and it will run until March 31st, which is 2 days from now. 234 projects submitted, and 700 people attended as part of a weekend-long hackathon sessions spanning 14 different cities. There were two separate rounds of judging up to this point, encompassing both a technical code review and commercial/business review. Today, we'll be presenting 5 of the top 10 teams from the results, and these top 10 teams will be presenting and going through the finalist judging review, which will encompass 30% of the remaining votes. Friendly reminder that we will also present the results on March 31st. And lastly, Ton that vote will be utilized to take community vote, depending on how many Ton coins you have, for 20% of the results as well. So without further ado, I'll pass the mic over to Lisa, our head of events at Ton Foundation.
Thank you, Justin. Hi, all of the audience. Hi, everyone. Welcome you on our first demo day today in our pitching session. So let me tell you what is going to do in the next hour. We will hear 5 teams presenting their projects to our dear judges. By the way, may I ask all of the judges to mute themselves while you are not asking the question? So yeah, thank you very much. So, today each team will have 5 minutes to present their project. After that, we will have 5 minutes for the judges to ask questions. While judges will ask questions, they will evaluate all of the projects, all of the teams, decide which actually criteria they are best not. So we'll see the results very soon. For tomorrow, actually, the timing for the second day of this pitching will be actually the same as today. So please join us tomorrow as well. I will introduce all of the teams one by one a little bit later, but now I want to start present to you all of our lovely judges. Thank you very much again for joining us today. We are really thrilled about it and appreciate it a lot. While I'm presenting all of the judges, please, all of the audience, put emojis and comment on the live stream while you're watching us. We will be happy to read all of the comments. So I will start with Justin. You know Justin a lot. He's head of incubation in Ton Foundation team. Move forward to Anthony. Anthony is the director of DevRel team in Ton Foundation as well. Thank you, Anthony, for joining us. Moving forward to one more member of Ton Foundation, it's development and onboarding manager, Roman. Roman, thank you for joining us today. And our invitees, our lovable guests, let me start from Alicia. She is the development manager and DWF Labs. By the way, thank you to DWF Labs because they help us to increase our prize pool, and they added $500,000 to the prize pool. And also here is Nadav. Nadav, thank you very much for joining us today. Really appreciate it. Nadav is CEO at Orbs, our good, great partners and friends. Thank you guys for having us today. So I think that we kind of ready to start with the first team. The first team will be the Tsunami exchange. And I am very pleased to welcome Denise, who is going to present the first project. Please, Denise, you can turn on your microphone, share your screen.
Yeah, hello, guys.
Your presentation. Hi.
Okay, so without further ado, let's start. So my name is Denis, and I'd like to present you the Tsunami exchange. Tsunami exchange is the first derivatives platform on Ton. So first question that we've got, why build another exchange? So First, the trust in centralized exchanges are severely undermined by the events with FTX and SVB, and the KYC and compliance procedures are very inconvenient to traders. And also, if we do want to trade multiple asset types such as crypto, stock, and forex, we need different accounts on different exchanges. And this is why we are building a Tsunami exchange. Tsunami exchange is a first perpetual futures DEX on Ton, which is fully decentralized, allows you to trade crypto, forex, stock, and commodities such as oil and gold, and even like full prices on NFT collections. So what is the perpetual futures? Perpetual futures are cash settled contracts that allow you to take leverage, that allow you to use your stable coins as a margin, allows you to go either long or short, and yeah, with leverage of up to X100 to keep the price of the futures closer to the price of the underlying asset. The funding payment is exchanged between traders in long and short position. So we do have a quite unique economical design with a single liquidity vault that provides a very capital efficient way for liquidity providers to provide liquidity to Tsunami, along with the dynamic curve IMM that concentrates liquidity around the index price that is provided by the set of oracles that allows for the real-time trading, and also the oracles protect traders from untimely liquidations. So all liquidity is supplied to the Omni Vault, and the liquidity is used as a contraposition for traders who are opening long or short position. So liquidity providers are earning fees and take on of all the negative P&L of traders. In exchange, of course, they are counterparties, so they will pay the positive P&L. The dynamic virtual IMM design allows to provide liquidity in a very tight range of around like 10% around an index price of asset, greatly increasing the capital efficiency of providing liquidity, and also with the dynamic curve adjustment, it allows for the real-time trading experience. One of the questions we get all the time is why liquidity provision of Tsunami is efficient as analytics of protocols such as JMX and GTrade shows traders on average trade to -4.5%. This is all very complex, but basically it results in the best price impact on Ton with the same liquidity requirements like as other protocols. So it's around 1% slippage. We have implemented the set of smart contracts which fully support the Ton architecture, so it's all sharded that allows for unlimited scalability. And the solution architecture follows the CQRS principle where all the settlement happens in blockchain, while the backend provides quality of life features such as like the position history, candles, position history, orders, and so on. The market for perpetual futures are huge with the current the volume of futures exchange is 10 times the volume of spot, and with FTX crash, the demand for on-chain trading is as high as ever, and Ton is secure L1 blockchain with high speed that is able to support the dynamic nature of futures trading. Also, the market is not consolidated because the amount of volume on decentralized DEXs are much lower than on centralized. From the point of Ton ecosystem, this is highly beneficial project. First, the trading is highly demanded. The futures and leverage are highly demanded. It allows you to trade not only crypto, but go beyond with commodity and stock. It allows more projects to be built on top of this, such as aggregators, like hedging options, and so on and so forth. Also, it can attract liquidity with a high API for liquidity providers. And with a real yield tokenomics of only 1 million tokens that are very transparently split, and with investors really earning on fees that traders are paying with no inflation, no classical inflationary tokens that go downwards in no time. We think this is really interesting for investors as well. We have done during the Hackathon all the smart contracts. They are validated by TonTech CTO, the blockchain indices, implemented Ton Connect, and application for trading. So we are not only implemented just the application for trading. We created a completely new way to trade without leaving Telegram in Telegram web application, and developed a roadmap on how to launch it in production. With a team of 8, we share all the necessary competences to push this project to production. With Tsunami, you can earn, trade, and enjoy. So let's now see our demo. So here we can see that this is the Telegram web application, and we enter it. First, we connect the wallet. we can either connect it via scanning the QR code for some reason, or we can just open the Tonekeeper, and through the deep link, we will now authorize the TVA to to connect to our wallet. And so we've done it. So now we can start trading. So first, let's explore the available markets. So we see markets for Bitcoin, Ton, Tesla, and Euro to USDC. So we'll, of course, trade Ton. So we open the Ton, and we see all the necessary information like market price, index price, candles, graph. We can choose the resolution graph, and let's go long. We enter the amount of position, which is 200, and the leverage. And you can notice that the price impact is very, very, very low. So here we need to, of course, sign the transaction. Or, of course, we go to the wallet, confirm the transaction with our fingerprint. And now we can see that our position is getting opened. And yeah, it's opened right now. And we can see all the links in Blockchain Explorer, all the history of our trades in the chat history with the bot. So here we can see that the transaction is indeed executed on the blockchain. And I think I can then speed it up a bit. So let me just set the play between to here, because all we're doing now is just seeing the transaction, seeing our margin. We can add margin, remove margin. Let's close the position. We can close it partially, like 50%. Here we're closing 100% of position. For example, we do want to take profit, so we close it again, sign the transaction, and done. And so this provides the same trading experience for all kinds of assets, including crypto, stock, commodity, forex, without limits. So thank you. And now I'm ready to answer your questions.
Thank you very much. So now, judges, please, very, very welcome with all the inconvenient questions dedicated to the money, to the technology, anything actually you wish, please. We have like 3 minutes to ask.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thank you very much for this exciting project and presentation. I have several questions. The first one is, how do you plan to incentivize users to engage with your service?
That's a good question. So first part, as you can see in our tokenomics, part of the tokens is allocated to marketing and incentives. And in fact, it's a large part. And we are going to provide the token incentive both for liquidity providers and for traders. So for traders, it's a so-called trade to earn program where you can get back part of your trading fees as ETFs and tokens. And for liquidity providers, a classical bootstrapping, you provide liquidity, you get some bootstrapping ETFs and tokens. And unlike classical like yield farming with inflationary token, this will not like result to the token being like dumped, because the amount of tokens is very limited. So with the supply like decreasing, and with 30% of fees getting distributed to the token holders, the token price should increase, which will allow us to run these incentives for longer time.
Yeah, got it. Thank you. And one more question. So, and what about oracles? Are you going to develop your own oracles to provide data, or you use something?
Yeah, this is actually a nice question. So the ideal design that we are like want in the ideal world is having some kind of like third-party oracle that is not our project that we can rely on, with the addition of our own real-time like quasi off-chain oracles, which will allow you to get prices like in real time with like sub-second delay, but with the price being verified like to be within some interval with the price of classical oracle that only submits price like once an hour or when the deviation is high, like Chainlink style. So this will allow us to have both sub-second latency and do not spend like crazy amounts of ton on gas, while still the price will be verified and secure for traders, probably.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Thank you. More questions?
Hi, Dennis. Thank you so much for your presentation. Can you go back, please, to the roadmap that you were showing before?
Sure.
Thanks.
So, any questions on this?
Oh, I'm not seeing the deck. Sorry. Is it showing?
Yes, it is.
I can't see it. I don't know if someone else can see it.
No, we haven't. I think that our moderators will help us to see the presentation.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will wait for the roadmap to show it to me later. So I will jump to. Wait. I think it's loading now. Okay, finalize. Yeah, I just want to understand a little bit more about the roadmap because there's no dates. So what is like the roadmap for this new tracks?
Yeah, we do actually. So this is roadmap until launch, and we plan to launch it at the end of the second quarter of like this year. So basically, for this, we need to finalize contract and do like testing and audit. Then we want to have some kind of a testnet, and I think that one of the most important things in an exchange is the ease of on and offboarding. So we want to both integrate some kind of bridging, and with the only working bridges currently being Orbit bridge, we are looking into the Orbit integration. However, maybe some kind of native bridges will appear, which is good as well. And of course, Fiat P2P on ramping and off ramping would make a huge difference, because if you can just like deposit money on to decentralized exchange from your bank card and then get them back with profit, I think that will absolutely revolutionize the trading experience on decentralized platforms. And as you can see, most of the work is already done.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, I need to thank all of you and our team for doing this job for us. You can stop sharing the screen because we are kind of run out of time and need to invite our next team.
Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Denise. Yeah, see you soon. So let me, by the way, fix my mistake. Earlier I said that DWF increased our prize pool with a lot of money, but actually it's 5,000. Oh my God, 50,000 million numbers. Thank you very much. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for that. It's still a lot. And I just gave some time to Jeff from the team Wonton to get ready for the team. By the way, all of the audience, don't forget to ask the questions on the YouTube, on the our live stream. So we will pick interesting questions and also ask to the teams if we will have time. Jeff, hi. Can you speak to us a bit and share your screen as well?
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Hello, everyone. I'm sharing the screen. Can everyone?
We are waiting.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet, but we are waiting for the moderators to help us showing it.
Yeah, it told me that the browser cannot access my screen to capture a different screen to see if this is continuous.
Okay, well, you are going to fix all of these technical problems. I am very, very happy to introduce you one more judge that is also with us on this live stream, Karen from Cypher Capital. Hi, thank you very much for joining us. We are very happy to see you here.
Pleasure being here. Sorry for being late. Was trying to fix my technical thing, but I finally got the chance to figure it out and join in. So apologies.
Yeah, it's okay. No worries.
Yeah, thanks for the
appreciate that you're with us. Yeah. So yeah, Jeff, we are waiting for you. Artyami, can I ask you to a little bit wait for your turn because now we will hear the chat. Thank you very much. See you a little bit later, okay? We will ping you in the chat. Thank you. Oh, great. Jeff, now we see your screen. So you can start just right now.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff, the team lead of Wonton team. Our mission is to unleash the potential of creators' digital asset values. Creator economy is booming, but most creators are still unbanked. Banks consider these creators as unstable income category. Those creators cannot access the financial service. They cannot do the leverage based on their creator identities. Here comes Wonton teams. We want to provide those creators a new dimension to analyze their credit scores ratings and then capture their digital asset value and turn them into a trustless NFT. And this NFT will become a new asset class to be accepted by the traditional financial institutions and be accepted by the decentralized finance infrastructures. And how big is this market? We calculate the income of creators and times the income to loan ratios and 3.5 billions for the creators. And it's even bigger, like 16 billions for the self-employed professionals. And later, I'm going to demonstrate our two main products, Wonton Treasury, where the place creators can democratize their digital asset value into an NFT, and Wonton Finance, a peer-to-peer NFT lending protocol. Yeah, here, I want to give everyone a scenario. Alice, as a creator, she wants to use her creator identity to do a leverage to buy a house. And Alice can connect with her social media account. And here she used Bintango. Bintango is the largest creator platform in Indonesia. Wonton team already secured a partnership with Bintango with an MOU. And after Alice filled in the info, you will see Alice info in the right-hand side with Alice bio, Alice business plan, and the historical earnings, like $523 for Alice. And then Alice can also choose the durations. Here, duration means that Alice wants to use her future 1 month's income or the future 3 months income to collateralize into this bond. And percentage means that Alice wants to choose 75% or 50% of her future income as a collateral to secure this NFT. And read the agreement, then Alice can mint the NFT. Here, I want to speed up, so I just jump into the next step. Alice already have her NFT. Then Alice can choose the term she wants to list. Principal 1 and return in 10 days, and click confirm. Okay, here Alice will list her NFT on the Wonton Finance marketplace. Okay. Then in another scenarios, a lender he wants to find the opportunities on the Wonton Finance for yields, and he found out Jeff as a talented creators. Then I can give Jeff an offer. I have two choices: desired term Jeff wants, or make him an offer. Here I choose the desired term, so I click the start loan. Land, I click the confirms. And in this transaction, I will deposit the money into the lending protocol. And Jeff, on the other hand, will receive the offer. Jeff has the right to accept the terms. And when Jeff click accept, he will stack his creator's future earning NFT into a protocol and have the right to claim the fund. In the scenarios Jeff defaults, I will have the right to claim Jeff's NFT and then click the activate function. These activate functions will make sure that Jeff's futures earnings will go into my address rather than Jeff Cravier's address to secure my my positions. And yeah, here we talk about what kind of impact Wonton team will bring to the will bring to the Tom ecosystems. In the Web2 directions, right now, those creators' business activities is still off chance. We want to collaborate with different creator platforms and to attract those creators to move their payment receive from off-chain to the Tom blockchains, and then store their transaction record securely on the Tom blockchains. On the Web3 directions, we already see the emerging SocialFi application like Lens protocols. There are some native Web3 creators. They have their profile, they create content, they create the membership systems, all on the blockchains. Then Wonton Treasury is the perfect place for them to democratize their digital values. And Tom blockchains can combine with the Telegram, the most welcome social communication tools with the built-in crypto features, and provide the solutions to the creators and become the best soil for the creator economics. Yeah, I finished the presentation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. We have about 3 minutes for the questions, so we can start now.
Can I go ahead?
Sure, Karen, please.
Hey, Jeff, great presentation. Love the peer-to-peer lending business that you're looking into. Wanted to understand what parameters that BitTango gives you in terms of the API or whatever connection you have that gives you the power to understand the credit scoring for that creator.
Yeah. Okay. So we right now collect the followers and the engagement rates, and the most important of all is the ads revenues, like YouTube, and the ads revenue from YouTube, and the sales revenues if they get the business deal connected by the BitTangos.
How big long is it? Like, is it last? How many months do you collect that?
So right now we are still like testing with them. Like right now we want to use the 6 months average.
6 months average. And how big? Last question from my side. How big is BitTango's market? Like how many creators do they have? And you mentioned it's the biggest.
Oh, actually, BitTango is a quite big creator platforms. You can Google BitTango with TechCrunch. There are 45 companies, and then they already provide the credit loan to creators.
Okay, so they already do that as a product.
Yeah, they already do that, but they want to mitigate the risks. So like they are collaborating with us to turn the creator social medias into NFT or their future earnings into an NFT.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah, I have one question. Yeah, thank you for presentation. And what kind of challenges you foresee for your project, and how do you plan to address him? Then, yeah.
So, in the Web2 direction, the challenge is that the cash flow is not on the blockchain; it's off chain. So, if we want to enforce one creators, they borrow money, and then if they default, how can they repay? Then we need to collaborate with a third-party platform, because third-party platforms, the cash flow will flow through the third-party platform. Then the third-party platform can enforce the payments, go to the lenders. Yeah, and under Web3 directions, it will not have these problems. But the social sector is still very early. If there are more creators making contents and earning revenues on the blockchains natively, then we will be the perfect need.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Do you see that, like, in generally, with lending platforms, like, just coming back to your point and following up on your answer, there's a huge risk of default, right? First of all, there's a risk, like there's a trust issue, right? And then there's a risk of default because you're basically doing peer-to-peer lending.
Yeah.
With maybe the creators could fall out, they just take the loan and fall out and just don't come back, right? So how do you mitigate that? Do you do KYC or anything else that is in your control?
Yeah. So for the Web2 directions, we collaborate with the like Bintango or the other creator platform. They will have the KYC info, and we make the payment enforcement with that platform. But for the Web3 directions, if everything's like the subscriptions NFT, the content NFT are all on the blockchains, then we can use the smart contracts to enforce that. We already built a use case with the Lens protocol, but like in Solidity.
Got it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jeff, for your presentation. Thank you, judges, for all the questions. Good luck. And now I am very pleased to welcome the next project. Genlock, Artemi, please share your screen and you can start just from now with your presentation. Good luck.
Hello, everyone. Is everything working?
Yep, we see everything and hear you properly.
Okay. Hello, my name is Artemi. Today I would like to introduce you to our project called Genlock. We all see blockchain and AI changing the world. The gaming industry is not an exception, but there are several bottlenecks in this transformation. AI and blockchain technologies are very difficult. Also, we have a small number of blockchain developers, and their cost is very high. So not all indie developers can afford to move to Web3. That's why we created Genlock, a service that helps integrate blockchain and AI into games. This is how it works. The first step is to upload images of gaming assets to the Genlock platform. Then Genlock will train GenAI model. After the model has been trained, service will deploy NFT collection into on blockchain, and the service will provide an API that allows the developers to access the NFT collections and mint and generate new gaming assets in your style. We have prepared a video to demonstrate how developers can use our service. You need to enter a collection name and add several photos. Then tap on the train button and Genlock will run the training process. After several minutes, you will get a deployed collection and the API entry point that you can call from your game. And you can test it here by tapping generate, and you will see results of predictions of AI model and check quality of trained model. To showcase the capabilities of Genlock, we have created a showcase. We trained AI model on collection of shields. We used 20 shields on the left, and on the right, you can see examples of generations. The same we did with the swords. We used assets in a cartoon style, but the model can generate much more detailed items. Take a look at these shields and helmet collections that was generated by our model. And this is a demonstration of our showcase. So first of all, we need to use Tonekeeper to connect wallet with our web app. After that, game will fetch data from blockchain. This is gaming NFTs. We can equip this NFT and interact and play with these NFTs. And in this mini game, you should defeat the boss. After that, you should approve a transaction with the help of Tonekeeper. And then Genlock will generate and mint your brand new NFT that you can use in the game as well. And also you can check all these gaming assets in Tonekeeper app, because this is blockchain NFTs. After the hackathon, we will continue to develop our servers. We plan to make an arcade PvP game to test it on real users in order to improve the performance of Genlock. And after that, we will open the servers for all interested game developers and invite them into Ton ecosystem and invite gamers to Ton as well. So thank you for attention. If you have any ideas for games that can use our technology and want to collaborate, please write to me. And now feel free to ask any question.
Cool. Thank you very much for this pitching. You are the first one who is actually in time. Yeah, so please, judges, we have 5 minutes for the questions. So let's start. We have lots of things to discuss.
Yeah, happy to go first. Hey, Artemi, thanks for that pitch. Yeah, AI and generative AI is a pretty hot segment right now, and interesting that you're building something on that. Wanted to understand, how did you develop the AI model? Are you using ChatGPT AI or API, or you built your own AI engine and model to generate?
Yeah, our team contains 2 computer vision engineers, so we used Gen AI models such as Stable Diffusion, and
Okay.
it works like AI avatars in Lens app, but with gaming assets.
Okay, so you're using Stable Diffusion. See, one of the concerns that I have in that segment of generative AI, right, is that the biggest challenge is source of images that you capture and generate data from, and also copyright info, right? I mean, today, if you want to build anything on that, how do you mitigate that challenge?
So user should prepare several assets, then just upload these assets into our models, and a model will generate assets in this style. Did I answer to your question?
Is trained on some external database, right? Like data point.
Yeah, for example, game developer should prepare 10 images of swords, and then he or she can upload these images to our model, and every user of this model can generate a real unique asset. Not just combination in a current NFTs where we just combine a different type of eyes with different type of noses.
But have you built your own data set?
No, we just load 10, 12 shields from Unity Asset Store, and then we just fine-tune model. We didn't train AI model Stable Diffusion from scratch. Yeah, we just use this 10 image to fine-tune.
Got it. So you're relying on Stable Diffusion as well. Got it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, I have one question. How do you plan to engage developers to use your platform?
We should go to game studios, indie game studios, and tell them about our benefits. For example, we as a service can reduce cost on hire and salary for computer vision engineers and for blockchain engineers, which is where the salary of this profession is very high, and also game developers can generate a new monetizing stream. they can generate much more money than in Web 2 games. For example, in blockchain, we have royalty mechanics in which you could get 10 or 5% from selling your assets.
Yeah, got it. So, and as a result, so do you plan to monetize your projects, right? So, like
Yeah.
right?
We have a plan to develop our project to like improve this project in a real use case, and after that, we will open this project to the mass and we'll collect money for IP calls with plan as you go.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I have one more question. I don't know if you have time.
Yeah, we still have it.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, and yeah, what features make your projects unique to other generative AI services, like, for example, like Midjourney?
Midjourney isn't our competitor because this is very good models. And I think that our best part in combination AI with blockchain. I think that this is very promising collaboration, which can generate new gaming genres and bring Web3 gaming in a new level and unlock this potential.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. If you have one more question, we can still ask, or we can thank Artemi. Yeah, Roman.
I have a question here regarding customization. We saw that we can customize images, but games are not only about images. For example, gaming assets, shields or swords, and every game developer has own, let me say, parameters. Like every item has own parameters. In which way such game studio can not only generate like customized images, but generate completely useful items like sword with parameter of attack 10.
Yeah, if you will see our collection of Genlock, we also have parameters of attack for swords and block or defense for shields. Yeah, we also have it. We store this data in the metadata of NFT. Yeah, and
is it possible? What's your strategy on this direction of like integration into partnerships? For example, we are speaking not only about like attack and shields, we're speaking about like anything.
Yeah, I think that we can add functionality into our front end and web service in which game developer can add different characteristics for items and, for example, rarity and attack of swords will be randomized. Depends on rarity, for example. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Artemi. Good luck to you. We'll also keep in touch. See you soon. And now I'm very happy to welcome the next team. It's Tonic Lounge. Hi guys, it's going to be 2 people presenting. Yeah, thank you for sharing the screen. Let us know that we hear you and everything's okay. I think you're on mute now.
Okay, yeah, we hear you loud and clear. Can you hear us?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you. Good luck. You can start.
Okay. So hi, Tonic Lounge is a social community platform that provides users and communities to find, build, and access token-gated Telegram chat rooms. Also today featured is Tonic Wallet, a closed beta browser extension wallet that has multi-accounts and NFT SBT features, making it most compatible with Tonic Lounge. In online communities, it is hard to verify each member's characteristics or past contribution while maintaining anonymity. There needs a mean to trustlessly and conveniently verify the user's identity before bringing the user to the community. I know there's guild.xyz and collab.land that aim to solve this, but they don't have this for Ton, and the UI UX isn't too friendly for non-crypto native users.
So Tonic Lounge aims to solve this through Ton by one, hosting token-gated chat rooms or lounges that only verified users can pass. And number two, providing a station to mint and claim tokens or lounge passes that can be used to express membership. Think of it as POAPs on Ton. So first, let me demonstrate how token-gated chat rooms work. So here are the chat rooms, and you have to connect your Telegram and Ton wallet to find out which one you are eligible. So once you are connected, now I can see which one I'm eligible. Since I hold more than one Ton coin in my wallet, if I click join button, Tonic Lounge bot DMs me the link to the chat rooms. And I can't join the Fragment Flippers room because obviously I don't hold that NFT in my wallet. So if you want to create your own lounge, you have to submit the form below with information such as name of the lounge, its description, and required amount of NFTs or jetons. So we'll review it and create the lounge for you if there is no issue. And if you don't have the right NFTs, you can mint your own lounge pass, NFT for the community in create page. So if you upload picture of NFT and fill in the title, description, and upload whitelisted addresses in CSV file, Tonic Lounge will create an NFT for you, which we call it as a lounge pass. So lounge pass we have just created can be found in Discover page. And you can see that which one you are eligible to claim. And since the wallet connected now can claim only this one, I will claim it. Yes, now the NFT is minted, and I'll show you our Tonic wallet. So this is a Tonic wallet, which we are developing as the most compatible wallet with Tonic Lounge. It is not yet connected because TonConnect 2.0 is under review right now. So main feature is that this wallet supports multi-account features with single seed phrase, and you can find your NFTs here we have just created. So we'll continue developing it to make even more synergies with Tonic Lounge.
So we identified 4 major positive implications that Tonic Lounge and Tonic Wallet can bring to Ton ecosystem. First, we are bridging the gap between Web 2.0 and Web 3.0 by seamlessly allowing any type of community to use Tonic Lounge as their go-to communication space. Lounge passes can be minted for an in-real-life party guest list, like you saw for Ton Fam NFT Club, or for a company that only want verified employees to join the private chat room to discuss about work. Second, Tonic Lounge, by providing a mean to segregate Telegram users into communities by certain tokens, and thus interests and characteristics, can potentially be used as a marketing data analytics or target venue for ads. Number 3, Tonic Lounge brings greater utility and demand to Ton NFT and SBTs. Lounges can act as a subscription-based content channels like Patreon, where only members who hold the token can access the content. Furthermore, in the case of Fragment Flipper's NFT Holder Lounge in the demo, this can act as an NFT social marketplace that increases the presence and trade volume of Ton NFTs. Finally, we believe Tonic Lounge can increase DAO governance and DeFi activities. As shown in the demo example of Ton Holder Lounge and Megaton Farmers Club Lounge, roadmaps and governance proposals for DAO tokens, as well as DeFi strategies, can be discussed with serious holders only, without the fodders and trolls, which will lead to more engagement and action. We plan to continuously develop our MVP for public launch by July 23 to add and refine features, while simultaneously onboard communities and businesses to try out our lounge. Thank you and welcome to the lounge.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Additional points from me that you follow the timing. So we have, again, 5 minutes to ask team the questions, please. Judges.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for the presentation. Can you explain a little bit more about the token utilities? I saw that you guys plan to launch on Q3, right?
Right. So first and foremost, it's we're setting up conditions to join room for certain amount of token balances. So, like for example, Megaton Farmers Lounge, you need more than 100 tokens, let's say, and then for the NFT room for like Fragment Flippers NFT Lounge, you need to have at least one of the Fragment NFTs, and so what we think how it's going to increase utility is because only token holders can join the room. People can discuss about DAO governance, roadmaps, and such among the token holders. And for the Fragment Flippers Lounge, like I mentioned earlier, it can potentially be like an OTC marketplace for NFTs because people can chat with holders only and exclude all the potential scammers who fake that they own the NFT. So like an interesting case, for example, would be like, I can say, find someone who holds a at Tonic Fragment NFT and say, let's trade it with my +8881234 anonymous number NFT. So that's another potential case we thought of. And then finally, briefly mentioned in the video also was this can be used as potentially like employee passes, or like you need the Tonic pass to for a company to enter a chat room for employees only, or like an event guest list. So you can give the mint passes to people who join an in real life event and give them info before the event or even after the event to provide them benefits. So those are some of the things that we thought of, but we think it can be even grander if we intake feedback from community members.
Thank you.
Just to add to that question, are you launching your own token as well? Just
So,
I was confused on that.
Yes, I mean, we haven't had any like solid plans for that, but we thought maybe this might be interesting because collab.land recently launched a token, and they did it for early users and people who are in the top, like NFT discords and stuff like that. So we thought it would be interesting if this can be played as like a meme token, and if this is maybe a grand dream, but if a lot of Telegram users actually use this, then it can sort of become a Telegram token too, like dare I say, but like more for community members and people who use this app. Yeah.
Got it. And right now there's no revenue model with this, right? Do you have anything that you can make money out of?
Currently no, but what we think is we are allowing people to companies and brands and even maybe celebrities to request their lounges to be created. And maybe we can make this a paid model, or we can allow marketing companies to put on their ads to a certain communities. So put their ads in the Telegram chat rooms and stuff like that. Or another thing that we can think of is like, again, a Patreon subscription model where, like if you want an influencer to only have their paid members to join their group, then that's one thing that we can do in terms of revenue model.
Right. Last question from my side. So you're going on the right path, right? Building something on the authentication side for Telegram, which is pretty interesting use case, right? Like collab.land. But then why create your own wallet?
Oh, right. So the wallet part, there's many things to it. So one thing that we realized while doing this is we need a wallet that really focuses on NFT and SBTs, because it's sort of like your identity when you enter these communities, right? So another thing that we thought of is people want to have different identities too, or filter out their identities. Sometimes, I don't want to be doxxed, or I don't want to be known as only this member. So that's why we thought multi-accounts is very important. And we thought, right now, we haven't found a really good one yet. So we thought, is it possible to make one? So that's one direction we took.
Got it. Thanks.
By the way, I have one cool question from the audience. In the comments, someone asked, is the Tonic Lounge already available for use, or you just show us the prototype?
That was just a prototype, but it can be used if you actually request, there was a Google form, right? So if that can be filled and sent to us, then we can make it available in a few weeks to create your own exclusive lounge. Yeah. But we want to be careful. We want to do full-on review and make full-on review. And one reason that we decided to do this request form first is because we don't want people to officially abuse this, like make their own mints and make their own lounges freely, because then you can have like scam channels or fake communities or even like sort of inappropriate channels too. So first we want to keep it like a bit safe and secure.
Thank you. Got it. Maybe one last question if somebody wants to ask.
Yeah, maybe as the last one. How do you plan to distribute and promote the project to your target for your target audience?
Right. So I think one thing we want to do. So we already tried this with. I don't know if you saw it, but when we created the Mint Pass, there was like a B logo. It's benefit.nft. It's an actual NFT utility and information company based in Korea. So we approached them. We said, "Do you want to try this with your early community members?" So they only did a test trial with it, but they really liked it. So I think that's an approach that we're going to do. So approach crypto companies that are more like Web 2.5 with a retail user base and see if they want to onboard their community to use it as a chat room. The other thing we can do is even event organizers. So we thought this would really work well with in real life events. So maybe if anyone's holding an event, we can tell them, oh, you can have your own POAP or like POAP kind of thing, lounge passes, and create a lounge chat room to make sure you only have the people who actually joined the event to participate in the chat.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys. Wish you luck. We'll see you soon. Thank you for your job. It's cool.
Okay.
And thank you. And now we have the last project for today called DDust. Nick, are you here with us? Are you ready to speak and present and share your screen?
Yep, I think so. Let me share my screen.
Cool, thank you. Good luck to you. Your time is going to start right now.
Thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Exactly.
And we hear you properly.
Great. So, my name is Nick. I'm a founder and core developer of DDust. So, what is DDust? What is DDust protocol? DDust protocol is a basement for DDust DEX. This is DEX for Wonton blockchain. Actually, this is the first DEX appeared in blockchain that works with step 74 tokens. It was launched in May 2022. After 6 months of reworking, it was launched in mainnet, and we had 5 months to collect feedback to make second version. So it's time for second version, and the most popular question we got from our users is, why should I deposit my tokens to liquidity pool but not to Ton staking? So the first problem we were going to solve is to improve efficiency of liquidity. So we utilized a couple mechanics. The first one is mechanics of virtual balances proposed by 1inch. It converts slippage into profit, and it improves profit. It more than like 50 to 200% than if we compare it to Uniswap v2. Also, we implemented stable swaps for assets with equal value. For example, USDT, USDC. It works really great, but it's not needed at the moment because we don't have enough assets in Ton, but it'll be soon, right after launching official bridge. Another thing we noticed that bad user experience pushes users back, pushes them away. So the worst thing is like manual wrapping, unwrapping tone to tone, JTone, and so on and so on. Luckily, even the first version of the Dust had auto wrapping, so we haven't improved in this case anything. But another major thing is that smart contracts must be designed to be like joinable with other contracts, to make them integratable with other contracts, to build a new mechanics. For example, you automatically swap your token from one token to another token to buy a certain NFT, which can be sold only with using specific token, and it will like raise the price of this token. So it's just the first thought I got. So another important thing is that we implemented multi-hop trades. For example, I have one token and I want to swap it to another token, but there aren't any common pairs between them. So we use just intermediate pair. And all this thing was designed keeping in mind the idea of one confirmation for any action. It doesn't matter what is this. If you want to swap tone to one token to another token, or even if you want to deposit liquidity, you should sign only one transaction. Apart from that, there is another important thing. It's like fees. We improved it in the second version, so we reduced gas consumption and make it 80% lower than it was in the first version. So at the moment, this is a DEX with lowest gas consumption in Ton. And for stable swaps, it's only 100, I don't know how to say it. So 0.01% for stable swaps, and I don't know why I specified it, and 0.4% for liquid like volatile parts. It's like usual pair. Also, we couldn't achieve it such improvements without taking into account all Ton features. So it led us to make it like extremely scalable. So we don't have any like single entry into our system. Each contract is independent, like kind of independent. So we utilize sharding technology as much as possible. So taking into account all mentioned advantages, I would say that the Dust can be a hub where you will come to manage your assets, because it already has like simple portfolio where you can see all your portfolio, all your tokens with estimated value, and so on and so on. But it's gonna be improved, for example, with charts and so on and so on. Also, it has a embedded DEX. Also, apart from that, we're gonna to integrate bridge for cross swaps, and we will move towards cross-chain DEX, where you will just choose source network, target network, just tokens, and you will click swap. And that's it. So it's much improved and rewritten from scratch. And actually, it works. It already works. So thank you. Any questions?
Thank you very much, Nick. We have like 3-4 minutes for the questions. By the way, high five for you. I feel your pain with the numbers, so it's okay. No worries. We see everything. So please, judges, let's start with the questions. Do you have some who want to start? Karen?
Yeah, sure. No, Nick, thanks for the presentation. Really interesting. I think the multi-leg swaps and like the whole mechanism that you showed was super interesting. Dawn requires that in general to bring TVL. Wanted to understand, how do you plan to bring liquidity here in this whole platform?
I have some preliminary agreements with one liquidity provider, and apart from that, it's gonna be released one new mechanic soon. It's related to its farming pools, and it also may attract attention of different kinds of liquidity providers.
What assets are you going to start with? You mentioned Dawn, and then this is not a wrapped version, right? You mentioned this is not a wrapped version. So what other assets that you can trade off with?
Are you talking about all supported assets, or what do you mean?
Yeah, supported assets.
At the moment, it already supports it supports jetons. It's fungible tokens in Ton. It supports Ton, and it's like it already supports extra currencies, but it wasn't tested properly because it's difficult to test it. This technology will be used by the end of the year for some specific tokens. I don't know. It's going to be like Bitcoin or something like that.
Last question from my side. What's the roadmap like? How are you going to get to that end phase? What is pending in your development to go live completely?
Let me check if I got your question properly. So the question is about roadmap, yeah, or about our further steps, or what?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so next step is to actually we have two steps. The first step is to integrate bridge, and the second step is to release farming pools, because it's gonna boost our DEX. So this is two important steps. After that, there is another one mechanic. I would like not to share it at the moment, but we have some interesting mechanics you haven't seen neither in Ton.
No, it's interesting. Thanks for the pitch, though. Appreciate your responses.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone want to continue asking 2 more questions, for example?
Yeah, I have a question. So how do you plan to use the prize money for further development of your project?
Could you paraphrase your question, please?
I mean, so if you win, how do you plan to use prize money? Yeah.
Got it. Actually, we have two major things. Actually, I thought to spend not to spend, allocate half of this money to marketing, and half of this money like to development. So it's like in equal proportion.
Yeah, got it.
In order to grow a development team and actually promote it.
Cool. Thank you.
I have a quick question.
Cool.
Yep.
Please, Justin.
It's two parts, Nick. First part is what differentiates D-Dust from the other decks on Ton, namely Megaton and Stonefly?
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
The second question is, do you plan to open source in the future?
Okay, I got your question. The first answer is D-Dust is the most open DEX in Ton. So, for example, if you're gonna be listed on Megaton, what should I do? I don't know. What should I do if I'm gonna be listed in like Stonefly? I know that I should submit some form or something like that. It can be reviewed and so on and so on. But in D-Dust, you can start trading just as you can do it on Uniswap. You just import your token and that's it. Also, one much important improvement is coming. It's related to listing process. There is at the moment like white list of tokens. It'll work automatically. We will share like how it will work, and it will work really transparent. The second answer is about open sourcing. Yes, I actually was going to open source it by the end of Hackathon, but legal and security questions took much more time than I expected.
Got it.
Cool.
Thank you so much. I think the community is going to look forward to that day because the judges have noted that your Fund C smart contracts are game changing. They've never seen it written in that way before. So I think you provide a lot to the community. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, woohoo, promoting open source culture. Thank you very much, Nick, for your project, for your presentation, for your job. Keep in touch. We'll get back to you soon as well. I think that for today, this is it. We have listened to all of the teams. Thank you, all the pitchers. Thank you, all the participants. You made a really hard work. By the way, thank you, big thank to all of the judges who are here with us today. You are amazing. Just, yeah, we're clapping to you. Appreciate that you are with us. Thank you for joining us. All of the audience, thank you very much for seeing us today. Don't forget to join at the same time, 2 p.m. GMT tomorrow. Don't mess up with the time. We will see you tomorrow at the same time. So I was really pleased to listen to all of you guys, all of your questions. Please, for tomorrow, also be active, ask questions in the chat. Judges, hope to see you tomorrow. Everyone, have a good day. We are just one step further to understand who will be the winner and who will get all of the prize pool. I won't repeat the numbers, so I won't mess up it again. So thank you very much for joining us today one more time. See you. Bye-bye for tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Thank you.